back to my channel. My name's Amy if you're new here, and today we're going to have a little Q&A, get to know me, kind of refresh. We hit 500 subscribers, which I'm so thankful for. Thank you everyone who's subscribing. It's still kind of crazy to me that we're at 500. It felt like I was never going to get there. So yeah, I thought I would ask some questions on my Instagram and get you guys to send in some questions and things you want to know, and I've written them all down and my answers, so I hopefully don't ramble too much. But if you want to get to know me a little bit more, then just keep watching. So things that haven't been asked, but just going to give you a refresh. My name's Amy. I live in Billericay in Essex. I'm 20 years old. I own a business. That's what I do full time. I own a beauty studio in Essex called Simply Vibrant. And in my spare time, I make content for you guys on body positivity, sustainable fashion, and just general life things. So as I said, I asked on my Instagram, which if you don't follow me on there, definitely go drop me a follow. I put on my stories if anyone has any questions they want to know. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. We've got quite a few questions because quite a few people sent some in. So I'm just going to go through in no particular order and yeah, tell you all my answers. So one of the first questions was favourite item of clothing. Now I'm going to insert a picture here. This is really difficult to decide. I've got lots of different favourite pieces of clothing and it probably changes every day. But I think a piece of clothing that means a lot is my yellow Disney jumper. I got this secondhand on Depop. It's a vintage Disney jumper and it's actually the outfit I wore when I passed my driving test. I wore it for my driving test. I thought it was a little bit of good luck, a little bit of Disney magic that might help me through, and it did. So I definitely love that jumper and it means a lot, and now whenever I wear it, I kind of think back to that. I also love Disney. I have anything vintage, so definitely that's probably my favourite piece. But I've got so many in terms of like favourite dresses, favourite pair of jeans, favourite jumper. I've got a lot, but that kind of sprung to mind when I thought of favourite piece of clothing, so I thought I would pop that down. My favourite holiday, I'd probably say Disneyland. I went to Disneyland Paris for my 18th birthday. I'll pop a picture here with my family and some friends, and it was just a really lovely, magical holiday. We were there for a couple of days. We stayed in an Airbnb, which was literally a 10-minute walk to the park, and it was just super magical to be in my favourite place in the world with my favourite people, and yeah, it meant a lot. And we're hoping to go to Disneyland again in December this year with my mum and my sister. And Disneyland Paris is my favourite place. And if you haven't been, I definitely recommend going. It's super local, obviously, to us. It's only in Paris. And it's also not too expensive. You can do it for about £400 per person, which I know for some people is quite a lot. But for a Disney holiday, I think that's super good. And yeah, I love Disney so much. So that's probably my favourite holiday. My favourite restaurant, my instant thought was GBK, which I know is super boring. Gourmet Burger Kitchen is a chain of burger restaurants. You've probably got one near you. It's just a chain, I really like it. I always get the taxi driver with no dill pickle, and that is my standard order at GBK. So if you are going and don't know what to get, definitely try that one because I can tell you it's amazing. And I probably go a little bit too much, but I'd probably say that's my favourite. There's some, I love any chain. I'm not really fussy with restaurants, but yeah, love a GBK. The best holiday or best place I've visited was probably Rome. I think it's really hard. I've been really lucky to be able to go to lots and lots of different places in the world, but for terms of actual location, I think Rome is one of the most beautiful places I've been to. It's gorgeous, it's all very walkable, it's very historical, and it's just gorgeous. Like, it's just everything you can imagine and more. I definitely would like to experience more of Italy, as I know kind of Rome is very touristy, but yeah, I loved Rome. And if you're looking for kind of a European kind of city break, then definitely try Rome. I loved it. I've been to quite a lot of cities and I found that Rome is definitely my favourite, and I really want to go back because it's just so gorgeous, and I definitely think I could explore a little bit more. My favourite cocktail. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you might know that I don't actually really drink at all. I don't mind a cocktail. I probably only ever get one, and if it's like a super special occasion, because they're not really my thing. But favourite cocktail, I instantly thought porn star martini, but that's quite boring. So I tried to remember a different cocktail I've had that I've loved, and it's just gorgeous. I'm going to insert a picture here, and it was a candy floss cocktail. I'm also going to insert the little thing on the menu so you can see how you make it, because you can make this from home and it's so gorgeous. The great thing about this cocktail was, as it was kind of like an iced slush, they kind of really piled it up in the glass, as you can see in the photo, and it meant it just continued going because it was melting and you had to kind of drink it before it was overflowing the drink. But oh my gosh, it was gorgeous, and it was like super sweet. Didn't really taste like alcohol, which is all I require from a cocktail. Yeah, love it so much. And I actually had it near Cambridge. So it's something I haven't had since, but it was so nice. I've definitely tried to make it from home before and did kind of succeed. So yeah, definitely try that one out if you are. I'll try and insert the name as well of the restaurant. It was so gorgeous. So that's probably my favourite cocktail, or a porn star martini. But I don't drink Prosecco, so the Prosecco shot I never drink. Next question is favourite charity shop. Now this is so hard. Again, if you've been around here for a while, you know that I only really shop secondhand, so charity shops are kind of my normal shops. And I literally love all of them for really different reasons. But one that again sprung to mind was Haven's Hospice in Basildon. Now it's an outlet store and everything is £2 or under, so I quite like that because you never really have to check the prices on things. You know things are going to be £2, which means you can often get a really good bargain as everything is £2. So I definitely love that one, so that sprung to mind. And I quite like the shops where everything is one set price, just because it makes it a little bit easier to shop. You know, you can kind of just pick up freely and not kind of worry about how much you're spending. But I love all of them for all different reasons. The Brentwood charity shops are very curated, very nicely kind of organised. Then the Billericay ones tend to have more designer items, but they're a little bit more expensive. Basildon charity shops tend to be a lot cheaper, but maybe a little bit more rough around the edges. You kind of have to scroll a little bit more. So yeah, I love basically all the charity shops. There's very rarely charity shops I go in and I don't like it. And I know Haven's Hospice, the first time I went in there, I didn't love, because when I first started shopping in charity shops kind of to the end of last year, I definitely found I was kind of going more towards the bric-a-brac, the home decor, which I still love, but now I'm definitely all about the clothes. So I didn't love Haven's Hospice at the start because it is just clothes, but now I love it and it's definitely my favourite, and I don't know why I didn't give it a chance before. So someone put siblings ? So I've got 2 older sisters. I'm the baby of the family. So Sophie is the eldest, she's 27, and then Emma is 25 and she's the middle one. Sophie lives in London and works at the Natural History Museum, and Emma lives in Brighton and is a social worker. So we all do really different things, but we're all super close, which is nice. And Emma will be watching this video, so hello. Fave film. This one is so hard, and I actually get asked this loads, because when you're single you get asked all these really random questions all the time, and I literally don't have an answer for like fave film, fave artist, anything like that. I really struggle. But fave film, I've put down Avengers Endgame. I recently got into Marvel films like last year, and I'm literally obsessed, and I'm literally answering these questions in a Black Panther notebook. And I feel like whenever people ask me my favourite Marvel film, I always say Endgame. So I've put that. I'm not quite sure. I also love Harry Potter. I also love, just loads of things. But I put down Avengers Endgame as my favourite film. Well, I'm not quite sure if it is. I'd say it probably is. So someone asked for tips on how to stay calm and content. So I put down a couple of things here as I was writing notes for this. One thing I know if I'm feeling a little bit stressed is I write lists. If I know there's something I don't want to forget, I'll write a list, and then I'll know I've kind of got everything written down. I know what I'm doing. I won't forget anything. So writing lists is definitely an essential for me to stay calm if I'm in a stressful situation. Another thing I do is spend time with people who make you most happy. I think this is an amazing thing to do, and it sounds so basic and so simple, but I really pay attention to who I feel most happy with, who I feel most content with, who really calms me down, and I know there are people that I should spend more time with. So yeah, definitely pay attention to who you are with when you're feeling your most confident, you're most happy, and then make sure you're spending more time with them if possible. Another thing I've written down is do things that make you happy. Again, it sounds super simple, but little things like, for me, going to the charity shops, having a mooch round, watching a Marvel film, painting my nails. Like, there's lots of things I know will instantly put me in a good mood. If I'm ever in a bad mood, I don't let myself wallow in my sadness. I won't listen to sad music. I'll make sure I listen to music that makes me happy, go out and do something I want to do, make sure I spend some time with people that make me happy, and just really, prioritise what things make you happy. Make sure you schedule time in your week to do them things, whether it's shopping, whether it's doing some exercise, whether it's painting your nails, whether it's like having a pamper evening, like make sure you make time for the things that makes you happy and the things that helps you unwind. And I feel like that's a really good thing to do. And another thing I've written down is be picky with what you do and who you do it with. I'm definitely one of them people that's kind of a yes person. I'll say yes to everything, whether I kind of want to do it or not. And I've definitely decided that I am not going to be doing that anymore. I am super picky with who I spend my time with and what I do. And I feel like that is such an essential way to kind of live a happy life. So I definitely am like a firm believer of like people can be in your life, like friends, boyfriends, family, whatever. And they could be like perfect for you in one time of your life, and then you could be having a month where you just need some time away from certain people. And I think it's really important to kind of take on what you're thinking. If you're thinking, last time I saw them people, they didn't make me super happy, then take a step back. It doesn't mean you're not their friend. It doesn't mean you're being a bad person. Just prioritize your happiness. And if them people aren't making you super happy at that time, then it doesn't mean you're a bad friend. Just sometimes you need time away from certain people. And then again, like be picky with what you do. So if there's certain things that you don't enjoy doing and you can get away with not doing them, then do that. If there's certain things that aren't giving you like happiness at this moment, then just take a step back. And I think being picky with what you do, who you do it with, in terms of like every aspect of your life is such an amazing part, and it kind of lets you set boundaries. And it's not you being difficult, it's not you being a pain, it's not you even being picky, it's just you knowing your worth and knowing your time should be spent doing what you want to do. So I definitely think I've become a little bit more, I wouldn't say sassy, but I just know who I want to spend my time with, and I'm very picky, and I feel like that is a great way to be. Another thing is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Now, I literally have no idea, and I kind of like that. I don't really want to know what I'm going to be doing in 5 years, but I've put, hopefully my business will have grown. I really hope it's kind of completely at its top, and I can, be doing loads of clients and just doing what I love, expanding the business maybe. I also want to be traveling a lot more. I actually quit my salon job to go traveling and do fun things, and obviously then the pandemic hit, so I haven't been able to do that. I definitely want to travel more. I definitely want to be going to Disney a lot more. I'm hoping to go at least once a year, if not twice. I want to kind of experience it a little bit more and kind of get to know the park a little bit more. So I'd love to do that. So hopefully traveling and going to Disney a lot. I hope my social medias have grown in terms of Instagram and YouTube. I want to be able to connect with so many more people. And I just hope to be happy in 5 years. I feel like I'm quite happy and content now. And I feel like this is one of the first times in my life I do really feel happy and content kind of just by myself. I'm a single lady, and I just feel like I'm very content with my life at the moment. I feel very happy. And I hope that's continuing in 5 years, whether I'm with someone or not. I just hope that I'm feeling happy and feeling very content and confident in myself like I do now. So the next one is, what inspires you to make content? So this is like loads of things, and I don't know. I've put helping young people feel confident. I know when I was younger, sort of in my early teens, even going up into kind of like an older teen, I definitely felt like constant pressure of fitting in and being exactly the same as everyone else. I wanted to be stick thin. I wanted to be following all the trends. I wanted just to be doing everything that would make my life easier. And I just wish I could kind of tell my younger self to just be original, not worry about her size, not worry about any of that. And I just hope that people will see my social media. And another thing I've put is showing real life. And I just hope that I'm kind of a little corner of the internet that is more real, is kind of just more normal and not kind of super glamorized. I want to show pictures of me with no makeup on. I want to show where I got my bargains from. And I just want people to feel normal in whatever size, shape, anything they are, that you're worthy of feeling happy. And I just think that I wish I had more people that had kind of not a stick thin body to look up to when I was younger. And I just really want to hope that that kind of spreads and people realise that no matter what size you are, you're worthy, you can wear whatever you want, you can do whatever you want. And I just really hope that young girls especially are getting that message. I also want to use, another thing that inspires me to make content is I want to show how amazing secondhand fashion is, because as you know, that's kind of one of the main things I do on this channel. This whole outfit is secondhand, and I just want to show how amazing secondhand fashion is, kind of slowing down the fast fashion movement, moving into slow fashion, reusing what you have, upcycling what you have, going to the charity shops and getting old things, styling them in a way that makes them look new, and just showing how amazing the bargains you can get, how great it is. And yeah, I definitely want to show that more, and it's definitely something that inspires me a lot to make content. Someone put, how would you describe your style? I don't really know. I wear whatever makes me happy. So I put colourful, girly, unique and edgy. So colourful, definitely. I love colour. I really gravitate towards colour now. Most of my wardrobe is brightly coloured. And my main thing when I'm buying a piece of clothing is this going to make me happy? Is this something I'm going to put on and instantly feel happy and confident and just like a little rainbow walking around? That's what I want. I think at the moment it's quite girly. I love dresses, but then I'd also say it's quite unique in the fact I will kind of wear whatever I'm gravitated towards. So if that's a 70s style top, a super floral top like I'm wearing today, a t-shirt and jeans, like I really just go with whatever I want. So therefore I think it's quite unique. I don't think I fit into kind of a box of kind of Y2K, athleisure, like whatever. I don't really fit into a box with any of it. I think I just wear whatever I like and what I gravitate towards. And I definitely feel like maybe my edgy style is coming back a little bit. I wore this outfit the other day and I was like, wow, I feel really edgy. I mean, it was literally a t-shirt and jeans, but I used to constantly wearing chains and snapbacks. I used to feel so cool, and I'm hoping that kind of edgy style kind of comes back a little bit and I feel confident enough to wear, not to that extreme that I used to wear it, but maybe a little bit more. And just, yeah, so I don't think I really necessarily have something I could describe my style with. I think I just wear whatever makes me happy and whatever I gravitate towards, and that tends to be lots of colour, a little bit of edge now and then, girly pieces that are just a bit unique. Another question is dream vacation. So I'd literally love to go everywhere. I'm not got a certain place I definitely want to go. I'm happy just to kind of go everywhere in the world. But what I put down is I put all Disney locations. I'd love to go to every Disney park. That would mean traveling to Asia, to America, back to Europe. Like I just love to experience lots of Disney locations and see the differences because I bloody love Disney. And also the classic Bora Bora, Santorini, all them places are just gorgeous and picturesque. But I feel like they're quite romantic destinations, so I'm feeling more like a honeymoon or something like that for them. But in terms of just normal holidays, I want to go to Disney loads. I want to experience lots more cities, and yeah, just experience everywhere. I just crave that traveling and experiencing new cultures and new foods, and just, yeah, I love that. So yeah. And then finally, which is quite a good one to end up on, I feel like, it's what made you start your YouTube channel. So it's really difficult because I started YouTube kind of with no plan and just thought I'd be good at it. And I think starting something just because you think you'd be good at it, I don't know if that's even a good way to start, but I can chat for England and I love hauls and fashion, and I felt like I could kind of show a different side of that. Obviously my channel's changed loads since it started. It was a lot of Primark hauls and Pretty Little Thing, which obviously we don't do anymore. My channel's evolved, but I think what made me want to start it is just to kind of have an outlet for my creativity, for my thoughts, for my passions, and yeah, hopefully just be able to meet people. I've met so many lovely people online, and it's just so nice to be part of that little community. And yeah, I think my reasons for having a YouTube has evolved. It's gone from just thinking it'd be fun and thinking I'd be good at it to being like, no, I actually want to make a difference. I want to help show people about how secondhand fashion is great. I want to help to talk about body positivity, and I want to start talking about relationships and loads of other stuff on my channel. And I just really want to use it as an outlet to hopefully help people and help inspire people to, yeah, just do what they want to do and just live as authentically as possible. So I definitely think my reasons to start a YouTube and my reasons to stay on YouTube are very different. But I'm just going to carry on making content that feels authentic to me and is things that I'd want to watch. But yeah, that's all the questions for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, definitely drop them in the comments and I will answer them as soon as I can. And if you're not subscribed already and like what you've heard, then definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!